Nick Moore took creative charge of Wunderman, New York, 2 years ago. His philosophy is grounded in the belief that impactful conversations between clients and their customers drives business. Nick is also no stranger to Cannes Lions. He served on the Lions Direct jury in 2006 and has 8 lions in his den for both cyber and direct. So here to talk to you today about creating conversations, not ads, is Nick Moore.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about the need to not do what we think we're here to do. We're not here to write ads, we're here to start conversations. And as I was putting this talk together, I read a lot, I talked to a lot of people, I checked a lot of things out, and I came across what I thought was an extraordinary quotation about today's media landscape. The writer said, "The good news about today is you don't need to be creative." Well, by my reckoning, that means most of the people in this room are out of work. So how come this happened? There's a lot that we know about. We know that the world of education, information, entertainment has passed from a few powerful companies into the hands of everybody. And I guess even Rupert Murdoch, admittedly, when he was trying to buy MySpace a couple of years ago, was saying this is the biggest change in the way that we talk to each other and communicate for 500 years. Power has passed from an elite, a media elite, that means you, into the hands of everybody. And the thing about it is, you don't have to know about typography, you don't have to be a great writer, you don't have to know what the golden mean is in order to be able to take part. So, Alan Thies, a man I respect greatly, concluded that the way the world is today, you don't need to be a creative, you just live in it. I have to tell you, much as I admire the man, I think that's bullshit. And the reason is that when the world is full of content, as it's often called, when everyone can upload onto YouTube, when everyone can blog, when everyone can Twitter, the need to stand out, the ability to stand out gets harder and harder and harder. Brands, products and services need us more today than they ever have done. But, and it's a big caveat, if we carry on behaving the way that we have behaved for the last 50 years or so in this new landscape, we are going to become irrelevant. What I suggest to you is that as creative people and creative organizations, we have no choice but to adapt the way we go about having ideas, going about creating, or we will die. Let me show you what I think it is that we currently do. Wait for it. Every year we make more and more technologically sophisticated communications, and we target them and we fire them out to the world towards a target. Isn't it funny how we use military language in our business? Very strange. Let me give you another military term. I would suggest to you that what we are doing is fire and forget. We make something, we point it, we send it out into the world, and we forget all about it. Well, that doesn't cut it anymore, because today the world is a conversation. This man started a rather effective conversation site called Facebook, so he should know what he's talking about. And he's telling us that for the past 100 years, media has been making those increasingly sophisticated and complex missiles and firing them at targets. Well, now it's a conversation. It's a conversation between brands and customers, and it's a conversation between customers about brands. If we don't take part, we are not going to succeed. We're going to gradually become irrelevant. And just creating an ad and firing it out into the world is not going to work so well anymore. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that we have to learn to take part in conversations in order to be relevant as we generate ideas and as we learn to stand out going forwards. And the first thing about a conversation is we need to do a little less of what we're very, very good at, which is talking, and a little more of what we're not so good at, which is listening. I'm going to suggest to you that the first of 5 things that we have to change about the way that we behave as creative organizations and creative people is we have to learn to actively listen. Now, we've always listened to consumers, haven't we? Because we've said there's groups of people we're talking to, groups of people like ABC1 females aged 18 to 35. Well, that is completely ridiculous because all of these people are ABC1 females aged 18 to 35, and to come up with the idea that you can in any way address these people as a mass is completely ridiculous. So we do a lot better than that, don't we? I mean, we have focus groups where we go and talk to real people about real issues like real ads, real sites, even real bottle caps.